everyone, and welcome back to the Chill English channel, where we help you learn English in a simple and relaxing way. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. It's really great to be here with you all today.
So Jake, let me ask you something. Did you do anything new this week?
Let me think. New? Honestly, no. Everything was pretty much the same.
The same? What do you mean?
Same morning routine, same coffee shop, same food, even the same playlist.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and I like it. It's easy. I don't need to think too much. I just follow my routine.
I understand that. Many people do the same thing every day. It feels comfortable.
Exactly. Comfortable is the right word.
And that's actually what we're talking about today. Comfort zone versus growth.
Okay, that sounds interesting. But let's start simple. What is a comfort zone?
A comfort zone is a situation where you feel safe and relaxed. You know what will happen and nothing feels difficult or stressful.
So basically, my life?
Maybe not your whole life, but definitely your daily habits.
Yeah, like my coffee shop. I go there every day, I know the menu, I know the taste, and I even know where I like to sit.
That's a perfect example. Everything is familiar.
Familiar means something you know well. It's not new or strange.
Exactly. And familiar things make us feel calm.
I think that's why I like my routine so much. There are no surprises.
Yes, and your brain likes that too.
My brain?
Yes, your brain prefers things that are easy and predictable. It doesn't want to work too hard.
So my brain is lazy?
Not lazy, efficient. It wants to save energy.
That sounds better.
When you do the same things again and again, your brain doesn't need to think much. Everything becomes automatic.
That's true. I don't even think about where to go. My feet just take me to the same place.
Exactly. That's your routine.
And routines are comfortable.
Yes, routines help you feel stable. They give you a sense of control.
I like that feeling. It makes life simple.
It does, and simple is not a bad thing.
So far, the comfort zone sounds perfect.
It has many benefits. It helps you relax, especially when you feel tired or stressed.
After a long day, I don't want something new. I just want something easy.
That's completely natural. Everyone needs that sometimes.
So why do people talk about leaving the comfort zone all the time?
Because even though it feels good, it can also limit you.
Limit me how?
It can stop you from trying new things or learning something different.
Let's think about a simple example. Imagine there's a new cafe near your house.
Okay.
You walk past it every day. It looks nice, maybe even better than your usual place.
But I still go to my old cafe.
Exactly. Why?
Because I already know my cafe is good. I don't want to take a risk.
That's the comfort zone. You choose what you know instead of trying something new.
But what if the new place is bad?
That's possible.
Then I made the wrong choice.
Maybe, but it's just one experience.
Still, it feels safer to stay with what I know.
Yes, and that feeling is very strong.
I think I understand now. The comfort zone is not just about comfort. It's also about avoiding risk.
Exactly. It protects you from uncomfortable situations,
Like trying something new and not liking it.
or feeling unsure, or making a mistake.
I don't like those feelings.
Most people don't.
So instead, we stay with what feels easy.
Yes, and over time, this becomes a habit.
A strong habit.
Very strong. Sometimes you don't even notice it.
That's true. I don't think about my choices. I just repeat them.
That's how routines work. They become automatic.
Let's ask our listeners something.
Good idea.
Do you do the same things every day? The same food, the same route, the same activities?
Or do you often try something different?
Think about your habits for a moment.
There is no right or wrong answer.
Yes, because the comfort zone is not a bad thing.
It's a natural part of life.
And everyone has one.
Exactly. The question is not whether you have a comfort zone,
The question is how much you stay inside it.
and how it affects your choices.
Because sometimes, without realizing it, you stop exploring new things.
You stay with what is familiar again and again.
even when something new is right in front of you.
Yes, even then.
That's interesting. I never really thought about it like this.
Most people don't. It's something we do automatically.
And maybe that's why it's so common.
Exactly.
So, if people know there are new things out there, why don't they try them more often?
That's a very good question. There isn't just one answer. There are several reasons.
I think the biggest one is fear.
Yes, fear is a big part of it.
Even small things can feel risky, like trying a new cafe, talking to a new person, or starting something new.
Exactly. The situation is not dangerous, but it feels uncomfortable.
And our brain doesn't like that feeling.
No, it doesn't. Your brain wants to protect you.
Protect me from coffee?
Not from the coffee, but from the unknown.
The unknown means something you don't know yet.
Yes, when something is new, your brain cannot predict what will happen.
And that makes it feel unsafe.
Exactly. Even if there is no real danger, your brain still reacts.
That explains a lot.
This is called instinct.
Instinct is a natural feeling that tells you what to do without thinking too much.
Yes, it's very useful in real danger.
Like when you need to react quickly.
Exactly. But in everyday life, it can sometimes stop you from trying new things.
Because it says, stay safe, don't change anything.
Yes, that's the message.
I feel that a lot. Sometimes I want to try something new, but I don't.
That's very common.
It's like part of me says go, and another part says no.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
And usually the no wins.
Yes, because it feels stronger. It feels safer.
Even if it's not really better.
Exactly.
I think there's another thing too. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't need to try that, or I already know what I like.
Ah, yes, that's when you convince yourself.
Convince means to make yourself believe something,
Exactly. You create a reason that sounds logical.
even if the real reason is fear.
Yes, that happens a lot.
For example, I might say, I'm loyal to my cafe.
But the truth is, you're just avoiding something new.
That sounds very accurate.
People are very good at convincing themselves,
Yes, we are. We always find a good explanation.
even when it's not completely honest.
Especially then.
There is also another important idea: resistance.
Resistance?
Yes, to resist means to stop yourself from doing something.
Even when you want to do it?
Exactly.
That happens to me all the time. I walk past a new place and I think, I should try it today.
And then?
And then I just keep walking.
That's resistance.
It's like an invisible wall.
Yes, a very quiet but strong feeling.
It's strange because part of me is curious.
Curiosity means you want to learn or experience something new.
Yes, I feel curious, but I still don't act.
That's the conflict between comfort and growth.
Growth. We mentioned that earlier.
Yes, growth means learning, improving, and becoming better.
And that usually happens when you try new things.
Exactly.
So, comfort zone is easy and growth is uncomfortable.
That's a simple and clear way to say it.
And people choose easy.
Most of the time, yes.
I think another reason is past experiences.
That's a very important point.
If you try something once and it's bad, you remember it.
Yes, and your brain remembers it strongly.
Even if it happened only one time.
Exactly.
For example, if I try a new restaurant and the food is terrible, I might never go back.
Even if it was just one bad experience.
Yes, my brain says, never again.
That's how memory works. It focuses on negative experiences.
That doesn't seem very fair.
It's not always fair, but it helps your brain avoid problems.
Even small problems.
Yes, even small ones.
So one bad experience can stop many new experiences.
Exactly.
That explains why people stay in their comfort zone.
Yes, it's not just laziness. There are real psychological reasons.
Fear, instinct, convincing yourself, resistance.
And past experiences.
That's a long list.
Yes, and they all work together.
No wonder it's hard to change.
It is hard sometimes, but it's not impossible.
I like that.
And it's important to understand these reasons, because when you understand them, you can start to notice them in your own life.
Like when I say, I'll go tomorrow,
Exactly.
or maybe next week.
Yes,
That sounds very familiar.
it is familiar for many people.
So the challenge is not just about doing something new,
It's also about understanding what is stopping you.
and being honest with yourself.
Exactly.
So, if all these things are stopping us, how can we actually start changing?
The key is to start small.
Small? Not big changes?
No, big changes can feel overwhelming. When something feels too big, your brain resists even more.
That makes sense. If I try to change everything at once, I will probably stop very quickly.
Exactly. That's why small steps are better.
Can you give an example?
Of course, instead of going to a completely new place far away, you can try something small.
Like what?
Order something different from a menu you already know.
That sounds easy enough.
Or take a slightly different route when you walk somewhere.
Not too different, just a little change.
Yes, just enough to feel new, but not too stressful.
I like that idea. It feels possible.
That's important. When something feels possible, you are more likely to do it.
So, the goal is not to feel scared.
The goal is to feel a little uncomfortable, but still okay.
A small challenge.
Exactly.
And what happens after that?
After a few small attempts, your brain starts to change.
Change how?
It starts to understand that new things are not dangerous.
So it becomes less afraid.
Yes, your comfort zone slowly becomes bigger.
That's interesting. So growth doesn't mean leaving your comfort zone completely.
No, it means expanding it.
I like that idea better. It feels less scary.
Exactly. You don't lose your comfort zone, you grow it.
I think many people say, I can't do that.
Yes, but often that's not true.
What do you mean?
Many times I can't actually means I haven't tried.
That's a big difference.
It is.
So people are more capable than they think.
Exactly.
Capable means you have the ability to do something.
You just need to try.
Yes, and that first step is very important.
But sometimes it's still hard to begin.
That's where initiative comes in. Initiative?
Initiative means you decide to do something by yourself. Nobody tells you, nobody forces you.
You just choose to act.
Exactly.
So instead of waiting for the right moment, you create the moment.
Yes, that's a great way to say it.
I like that.
And when you take initiative and try something new, even if it's small, you feel something important.
What is that?
You feel proud.
That's true. Even small actions can feel good.
Yes, because you did something different. You broke your routine.
And that feeling makes the next step easier.
Exactly. That's how growth works.
Step by step.
Yes, always step by step.
But we also said something important earlier. The comfort zone is not always bad.
Yes, that's very important.
Sometimes you need rest.
Exactly. After a long or stressful day, staying in your comfort zone can help you relax and recover.
So it's not about leaving it all the time.
No, it's about balance.
Balance between comfort and growth.
Yes,
So how do we know the difference?
you can ask yourself a simple question.
What question?
Am I resting or am I avoiding something because I'm afraid?
That's a powerful question.
If you are resting, that's good. You need it.
But if you're avoiding, then maybe it's time to try something small.
Exactly.
I think that's a very healthy way to look at it.
Yes, no pressure, just awareness and small action.
That feels realistic.
And remember, you don't need to change your whole life in one day.
Just one small step is enough.
Yes.
Maybe try a new food,
Or talk to someone new.
or visit a new place.
Anything small that feels a little different.
Let's ask our listeners again.
Yes.
What is one small new thing you want to try this week?
Think about it now. Something simple, something possible.
And try to do it.
Now let's quickly review some useful words from today.
Yes, we used some very helpful vocabulary.
Comfort zone, a place where you feel safe and relaxed.
Growth. Learning and improving.
Familiar, something you know well.
Instinct. A natural feeling that guides your actions.
Convince, to make yourself believe something.
Resist. To stop yourself from doing something.
Capable, having the ability to do something.
Initiative. Doing something because you decided to.
Accomplish, to succeed in doing something.
These words are very useful in everyday conversations.
Yes, especially when you talk about habits, decisions, and personal development. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
We really enjoy sharing these conversations with you.
If you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend.
And please write in the comments. Tell us what small new thing you will try this week.
Writing in English is great practice, and we read your comments.
Yes, we really do.
Remember, you don't need to do something big.
Just one small step is enough.
Growth starts with simple actions.
And your comfort zone will always be there when you need it.
Take care of yourself, keep learning, and keep moving forward.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye.